Hey guys, what's up? It's Lake here, coming out with another video now. Today, instead of doing a video on games, basically I'm going to do a video touching on something that a few of the people that watch my channel are pretty interested in, and that is actually like the whole Hackintosh thing. So basically I'm going to be telling you how my system build and how it runs on Mac OS X, currently a 12.6, the latest build of 12.6. I don't know what that is, but it is running on 10.12.6. Sorry about that. So Sierra, but it is the Sierra update that has the Kaby Lake support. So I'm gonna quick just tell you my specs and tell you what's working and what's not. So basically, I haven't really done any real modifications, so I'm sure I could get a lot working. Everything pretty much works, but out of box, which is really nice. But I just gotta do a few things. If I would install a few kex, I could get everything working. But basically my specs are a Intel Core i7 7700K. I just got stock 4.2 gigahertz. Obviously it's a quad core CPU. It's the same one that's in the 27-inch iMac 5K, so same exact processor. So my definition on the actual Mac itself is iMac 5K with the i7 7700K. So we do get that Kaby Lake support. I have two 8GB sticks, so we got 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM by it's HyperX Fury RAM. Really good. I might get 32 in the future. RAM doesn't really matter. You can have as much RAM as you want. It shouldn't affect the Mac in any way, unless it's older DDR RAM or something like that. But you shouldn't run into that problem because your processor won't be supported if you have really old RAM. For my graphics card, I got an EVGA GeForce GTX 1080. Super clocked. That works perfect in Mac OS, but we'll get on to that later. For my motherboard, I do have a MSI SLI Pro motherboard. It's a really good board, works pretty well for most of the stuff I would use it for, and it's it wasn't too much. It looks really cool because my case actually has a window. If you guys are interested in that, I have an NZXT H440 case actually. I got like LEDs and all that whole setup thing. And then just for storage, I got a Western Digital 1TB drive, and then I also got my boot drive is a PNY 256 gig SSD. But I just have a Mac on some separate older hard drive I have in there, so load speeds sometimes are a little bit slow, but that doesn't really matter to me. It's not a big deal. So basically, everything works to my knowledge so far. Okay, so sleep, you can't put into sleep. That does not work. But I'm pretty sure I could fix that. I think there's kex out there where you can actually fix that issue, and I know it's a big thing, and I'm sure you can actually fix that. And I have not currently worked on audio. Now, audio doesn't work out of the box, but I do have an Astro mix amp, which is basically a sorry about that. I'm kind of tripping over words. I'm really tired. A actual sound card. That's basically what it is. So my audio works fine. Obviously my USB 3 and all that works fine on the board and on the thing. USB 3.0, 3.0 and 3.1 and USB-C work, which is really nice actually. And the 3.1 port does work. So everything is working ports wise. Power button works, obviously all that type of stuff. Graphics is full acceleration. Obviously NVIDIA has drivers for Mac, so it should work perfectly. Obviously works really well. CPU works great. It's recognized as what it actually is because Mac, the system definition of a 5K iMac is the exact same. We do have iMessage and FaceTime working and all that. Obviously I got that up in iCloud and all that, so that's working well. The only thing I did have to do for loading kex was I did have to do the in Ethernet kex, one of the modified Mosey, I think it's Mosey, that's how you say it, Ethernet kex, for the new i219V Ethernet, Intel Ethernet, that's built on the board of my motherboard. So other than that, it works fine now. It just I had to run that kext. You can just drop it in Clover. It's pretty simple. But yeah, it's working really well. I'm not using it, that much because I don't really use Mac OS. It's not really my OS that I like. I prefer Windows. But, it's nice to have because, like, when I'm side loading apps onto my iPhone or Xcode or any of those things, FaceTime with people, all that stuff, it's pretty nice to have. And there's just some things that only Mac OS can run, and then obviously Windows can run a lot more than a Mac OS X. But it's really just different. So I just have it because if I ever need it, then I can just boot right into it. Works fine. Do what I need to do and get out. So it's a pretty nice operating system to have. Smooth. But obviously not my daily. But anyway, guys, if you have any questions about my configuration, let me know down below. I don't think I'll post a guide because I don't think I'll reinstall it. But if you guys really want something on like Tony Mac X86 or something like that, I definitely can do that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys. Peace out.